Hey there, crazy kids. I am the Good Old Gamer, and this is another edition of Grooving with Minecraft videos. Before I end up getting mods installed and beginning my new Minecraft series, Sam's Minecraft Adventures, I figured I'd get up a few videos for you guys of just some random Minecraft stuff to, help satisfy your cravings for Minecraft footage. So I figured today what we'd go ahead and do is check out some random seeds, some creating new worlds with using some seeds. So not gonna actually stick around on the worlds. I'm just gonna create some and check them out for a little bit and delete them probably. But since seeds are a feature in the game and I haven't really explored them too much with you guys, I figured we'd check them out. So let's just see. Random world for the win. And seed. Well, since everybody does this with their seeds generating, I might as well. So let's put in Good Old Gamer, because everybody puts in their name when they check this out, I'm sure. Let's see what Good Old Gamer provides for a world. So this should be interesting. I haven't even made a new world with an actual seed yet, so this will be fun. Okay, so this is the Good Old Gamer world. Let it load up here. Keep in mind that while you can make the same worlds using the same seed, like if you put in Good Old Gamer, you would get this exact same seed, but you won't end up on the same spawn point that we have here. So you may end up at a totally different part of the world. But if you're interested in knowing what the Good Old Gamer world looks like, you can certainly put in the seed and check it out. You may end up at a different part of the world. You may end up spawning in just a few blocks away from where I did. Who knows? Let's just climb this hill and see what's what. It's looking alright. It's just nothing really too distinctive here where I ended up spawning in, but who knows, if you use the seed you might end up in someplace cooler than where I did. Spawn points are random, but the world should be the same if you use the same seed, so just put in my name if you want this world. Got some huge trees going on. Trees are pretty massive. You'll never run out of wood in this world. Look at this. I don't know, it's an alright world, I guess. There's nothing too dramatic that I've seen at this point, though. Really. Just a bunch of mountains and some islands, the usual. Let's travel over to this gigantic world over here. I didn't mean world. I don't know why I said world. I meant to say mountain or hill or something of that nature, but I'm retarded, so never mind me. Hey, look, we're already at cloud level. Isn't that cool? Woo! Alright, enough of that. Well, here's the Good Old Gamer world. Interesting. Looks like we happen to spawn by a forest. I'm just glad we didn't spawn at a snow biome. I'm so sick of snow after single player World 5 being in snow all that time. 200 some videos into it. Mushroom! Interesting things about mushrooms that I found out, if they're not in a certain low light level, they'll just pop up out of the ground like regular items on their own, which is neat. Alright, so there's nothing too much of interest, just a lot of trees mostly. Save and quit. Delete said world. Create new world. And we'll use the seed, YouTube. What does the YouTube seed give us? YouTube. Apparently YouTube seed spawned us in a snow biome. How fantastic. I almost don't want to wait around for the world to load. I'm ready to leave right now. I'm so tired of winter stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you like winter biomes, that's fine. They're perfectly valid reasons to. Snow is cool and all that, but I played in the snow world far too long to really enjoy it too much anymore. It looks like it's a pretty decent biome size too. The snow goes on quite a bit, so if you're looking for a snow biome, you might want to check out the YouTube seed. Like I said, spawn points are still random, so you still might not end up in a snow biome, but this one that we ended up in looks pretty decent size. Looks like it goes on quite a ways in any direction you go. So if you're looking for snow, this is a good starting point. I don't have any mods or anything on yet, like I said, so this is all vanilla, other than the texture pack I'm using. So it's not like mods have affected this in any weird way that you wouldn't get by using vanilla. Wow, this snow biome is huge. I think this is even more snow than what my snow world originally in Single Player World 5 would have done. Of course, I didn't explore too much in it while it was still snowing, so. This is a pretty big snow biome. Usually biomes aren't really this big. You can, in the biomes that I've seen anyway, you can usually see the outlines of the next biome before you even get to the horizon of the one you're in. But this is a pretty decent one. I'm going to keep walking until I can see a different biome start. Just so you guys get an idea of how big this is. I kind of want to know how big it is now, because usually these biomes, like I said, aren't that big. Especially the snow biomes. They don't seem to be too terribly expansive in the ones that I've seen before anyway. Of course, I haven't really generated any new worlds. The only real biome experience I've had is, looks like there's the start of a different one right over there. The only biome experience I've had is on the small private server me and some of my friends play on. And even then, they began that map quite a while ago when biomes were new, so they were pretty small then too, so. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized snow biome. If you're interested in that, check out the YouTube seed and see what happens. Pumpkins! One thing I've never showed you guys, because I've never really thought about it, is that you can wear a pumpkin on your head. And you get the mask of the pumpkin, whatever the face of the pumpkin happens to be. For mine, it's the shape of a sort of a creeper carve out, but I forget what it is in default. But now you can obscure your vision with a mask for no apparent good reason. Another quirk is that they're on backwards on the actual character. Don't know why that is. So yeah, pretty decent winter biome. I'm not a big fan of winter biomes, but there you go if you're looking for one. Alright, enough of that. Delete. New. Somebody wanted me to check out the glacier seed. So let's do that. Hopefully I spelled that right. If I didn't, I apologize. So this is the glacier seed spawn world. Keep in mind, like I've said before, plenty of times already, spawn points are random. So you may have ended up in a fairly different part of the world. I'm still waiting for it to load, so. Bam. Now we have a flower. Ooh, check that out. Waterfall for the win. Holy cow, a lot of waterfalls for the win. Whoever was the one that first mentioned to me to check out the glacier seed, thank you. This looks pretty cool. Pretty darn epic. The only trouble is everybody and their dog who's ever even remotely interested in seeds has checked this place out. Maybe not this specific place on the world, but glacier seems to be a fairly popular seed to check out on the Minecraft forums. So, with that in mind, I'm not going to stick around here too long. Because it's not really so much random as everybody's been here before sort of thing. Which doesn't really detract from the map at all, but it's annoying to think that I'm not the only one that's ever been here, so yeah. I'm sure a lot of people have checked out the YouTube seed and stuff too, but whatevs, whatevs. It's not like I'm going to keep any of these seeded worlds anyway, I'm just checking them out just to explore the seed generator. Right here is coal, or not coal, clay. I keep getting those messed up. I am such a moron, but clay here, as you see, is red in the new texture pack I have, the custom painterly pack, which makes it so much easier to find, because you can usually see it from a good ways off, because it's the only red natural occurring block in the game at this point. So, yeah, that's handy. Alright, well, onwards to another seed. Whoops. Somebody else said that I should do the 404 challenge. I'm not going to do that, but we'll check out the 404 seed just for the fun of it. I have no idea what the challenge consists of or anything. I'm just going to check out the seed to help sort of satisfy that urge for you guys to request it, because I have no real interest at this point. I might do it later. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do it, but I have no big interest at this point to be concerned with it. But anyways, let's check out the place. Again, it's one of those things, well, wow, everybody and their dog is doing the 404 challenge. I guess I'm not going to bother since everybody else and their dog already has. It's like, what is the point? I'm thinking this gravel over here is some big thing. I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, squids right up on the surface. I don't think I've ever seen squids right up on the surface like that. Usually they're in deep water. That's cool. So this must not be the gravel that I seen. I think part of the 404 challenge is that you break down some gravel somewhere and it all falls in on you. See, there's clay right there. Shows how obvious it is. But like I said, I'm not really concerned about the 404 challenge. I just thought I'd show the bit of the world off that I happened to spawn in. Because I know some of you are interested in that crazy stuff for whatever reason. There's some more clay right there. See from a see how it stands out from everything? Makes it so much easier to find clay. Yeah, whatever. Whatevs. And yes, I'm on peaceful right now as I'm just randomly exploring. I really don't care about enemy mobs, but in case you're wondering why they're not showing up in dark areas or whatever, it's because I'm on peaceful. Because we're just checking out the world generator. We're not really concerned with actually playing. Just sort of touring the place. For the funsies. For the funsies. In regards to the mods that I'm going to be putting on for my new Minecraft series, people keep asking me if I'm going to put in mods like humans plus or more creeps and weirdos, and as I've said before, I'll say again, I'm not going to be putting in a bunch of human NPC mods. I only want one human NPC, which is Charlotte, because I like the idea of Minecraft being a sort of almost Soul Survivor kind of situation where you've got a bit of solitary stuff going on where you don't know if you're ever going to see, real civilization again, where you don't know if you're going to find your way back home or whatever, that sort of vibe going on. That's one thing I really like about Minecraft, is that you don't know. And having humans plus, or having like pirates in, and having even like werewolves in the game from the Moe's Creatures mod, where they're humans during the day. I think this is the gravel thing where you fall in, right? I think. Yep. I guess I happen to be on a good part of it. Didn't fall in all the way, but I think this is the part where the 404 challenge thing comes in. You go down here and you have to survive in the deep dark cave or whatever with nothing. I don't know. I don't know the details of the challenge. I've only seen like the first 2 minutes of a video about it. Haven't really been concerned with it. Whoa, where are we going? Oh, looks like we're going down into lava. Oh, wonderful. That's kind of crazy. Bam! You can die on peaceful. Hooray! So anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna be adding mods that have more human NPCs, and even like I said, the Moe's creatures mod, the Moe creatures, whatever. I'm gonna take I'm not gonna have the werewolves on because they turn into human NPCs during the day. Um, and if I put the Nico cats mod in, I'm not going to give them enough milk to actually turn into the human NPCs that they're supposed to turn into. I'm just going to keep them as cats. Um, so yeah, the only other human I want in the Minecraft game at all would be Charlotte, because it'd be cool to have one companion, or two or three, depending on how the mod ends up generating Charlottes. But I don't want a single player world filled with random human NPCs. It's not that I don't think they wouldn't be fun. It's just that I like the vibe of being mostly alone, never knowing if civilization's going to be around the next corner or not, that sort of thing. It's cool. So yeah. Anyways, to a new game. It's pretty cool that I found the 404 challenge gravel cave thing without even looking for it. I just stumbled across it. That was kind of cool. Anyways, delete that. Let's create a new world, and let's use some of my subscriber names for the fun of it. The Mind Fiend. So the Mind Fiend, this is your world. Ta-da! Your world has iron in it right there. And clay over there. I like your world already. Got two of the fun resources right there, right by this spawn point anyway. I'm sure if you've ever generated the world with your name, you've probably ended up in a different spot, but just seeing that's pretty cool. I haven't even moved from my spawn point, and already seen those. That's neat. So let's check out the Mind Fiend's world a bit. See what's what. No crazy landmarks so far, but those resources would be worth hanging out on this world just for the fun of it. I might actually, after doing this for this video, I might actually do this in some of the Sam's Minecraft Adventures episodes. Generate some worlds based on subscriber names, just as a way to kind of include you guys in the game, in the series, a little bit. I always like viewer participation and interaction and giving back to you guys who give so much to me. Oh, look, an open cave. The Mind Fiend, you should come check this out. An open cave right there. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that, where just a couple blocks open up into a huge cave like that. It's probably part of this cave over here, I'd imagine. More snow, how wonderful. Ah, there you go. There's something for you. Weird floating island thing. Unless it's just not done loading yet. Lava! Open lava! Ooh. Check that out. It's pretty awesome, and there's coal right there. I don't know if you've been playing on your own world the Mind Fiend, but you should, because it's looking like a pretty fun world to check out. I've got my own world seed generator thing in mind for Sam's Minecraft adventures for his native world, but this might be one he comes to check out every so often, because it looks pretty fun. Of course, next time I generate it, it's going to be in a different spawn point, so I might never be at this same place again. But whatevs. Whatevs. See, this is what I'm talking about with the biomes. There's a little bit of snow here, and then that's it, and then it goes back to grass for a while. But the YouTube generated world, man, that biome went on for quite a ways. And maybe they're random like that. Maybe some of them are huge, and maybe some of them are smaller. I don't know. I don't know how all that works. So anyways, this is the Mind Fiend's world. Hooray! I approve. I approve of that world. I also approve of the Mind Fiend in general, but the world was pretty awesome. Create new world. Let's check out Kriana's world. She's probably already checked it out before. I know she plays Minecraft. She doesn't put up a lot of Minecraft videos, but I know she plays it, so she's probably checked it out before, but let's check it out anyway. Beach, like normal. Come on, game, load. Loadify. So far, I like this world for the fact that it seems to be a nice, plain grass area where we've spawned in right here. Which I'm sure seems dull and boring to some of you guys, but keep in mind that my single-player World 5 was a snow world, and I never really got to experience the normal, what used to be the normal alpha world, where you just spawn in with it on a beach or whatever and have some nice grassland. So this is kind of cool for that respect, that I finally get to do that, even though there are biomes and mountains and trees and stuff now, and it's not all natural flatland. But this might be another world that Sam hangs out on in his Minecraft adventures from time to time, possibly. In case you're wondering how I can provide a reason for Sam going into these random worlds and stuff, is because I see his nether portal as being something like the whatever it was called in Quantum Leap, the quantum accelerator or whatever. Instead of Sam going into different time periods, he ends up in these different worlds. Like, instead of going into ending up in the nether, he ends up in these different worlds to check out. And I think one goal is that if I have him start going on these different random worlds, his goal in the world is to make another nether portal in hopes of actually getting either to the nether or getting back to his original world, and then I can keep going for as long as I want. I can keep having him end up in these different random generated worlds, and you know, whenever I want to finish up the series, I can just have him make another portal in one of these worlds and end up back in his own original